Exclamation everybody, and welcome to Exception. It's by Kunpo Games, and it's fully released out on Steam, currently $4 US. And as you know, if anyone's followed this channel at all for any length of time, I have a particular like of programming puzzle games, and this is one of them, or at least it looks like one of them. I have not played any of the game yet, so I'm going into it fully blind. So without further ado, let's get started. Apparently I'm starting with birth. Hey, stop that! Phew, you're not going to delete it, are you? Have you not noticed? This is not an ordinary exception. Surprisingly, it can remain stable. Excuse me, let me introduce myself first. I'm Owls. You probably don't know me because I hardly talk to the operators unless they speak to me first. My job allows me to notice some unusual stuff. Yes, that exception precisely. I would love to analyze it. Aren't you curious as well? Of course, Operator 159, you have the final decision. If you decide to keep it, please program it to move it to my core. Wait. Please program it to move it to my core. Okay. I did read that the way it was there. The core is here. You can use these waypoints to reach the core. For more details, you can check the manual to your right. See? Piece of cake. Good luck. Alright, so manual real fast. With the unit, open the AI editor. Keys 1 through 9. Alright, that's our first task, I guess. So, there we go. Is that what they're saying here? New command. Click the button at the end of the instruction line, add new command. Okay, hotkeys A. Set move to waypoint. Alright. Waypoint buttons on the map to set the path. Okay. So A, B to C. And click the run button to run the program. Okay. Program cannot be edited while running. You can restart, and it looks like you can set the speed of it. Okay. Be multiple waypoints, specifies the unit movement. Okay. Alright, cool. Awesome. Alright, well let's run it. Going easy on me right now. Cool. Alright, mission complete. Sight. Everything just one word now? You again, Operator 159. Do you know how important your decision was? You created a type of a new unit. But San seems to bear a grudge against the exception. Its survival is still under threat. We need your help. This is the primary exception. You can call it Soldier. The goal is Waypoint J. Although it is right next to us, we must make a detour due to these obstacles. We need to be aware of this ordinary unit. It's a sniper. If the exception is in sight, it will start shooting. The circular area is the sight range. Avoid entering it at all costs. Okay. Please help the soldier avoid the enemy and arrive at Waypoint J as quickly as possible. You can do it. Okay. Sight. Unit's range of sight is indicated by a circle. A unit can only detect an enemy unit within its sight range. Okay. Alright, we'll do that. What was it, J? No, 1. That's what it is. Yep. Alright, so then, just want me to do waypoints again. Waypoint buttons on the map to set a path. Yeah, alright, that's... You've already told me that. Oh, right, this is the thing. Okay. you go. And then play. Let's get right by the edge of it. What? Time's up. What? Wait a minute. I didn't even know I had a time limit. Yeah, okay. Skip the mission dialogue. What? I didn't know I had a time limit. I have 17 seconds to move? Well, how am I supposed to do that? I can't change this slider here. What am I supposed to do? Circle. Pause. Okay. Yeah, there's no way he's making it there. So... this would be about a good time when they would tell me, like, hey, here's something else you're supposed to do. Okay. Is there not another... there's no more available commands. Well, the only way I can get past this then is if I skirt the edges here, I guess. Right? So it'd be, go A, C, D, F, G, I, J, like that. See what happens. There we go, we made it that time. Huh, okay. They were trying to teach me that I have a time limit, which I didn't realize I did have a time limit. Alright, path. Well done. You seem to have a good grasp of waypoints. Although I can set up the waypoints, I cannot program the exceptions. I need your help. The trouble this time is 2 bastions. They will patrol the area and attack enemies in sight. Bastions are incredibly powerful, so like last time, do not enter their sight range. Goal is waypoint G. Before programming, you can do a test run. This will show you how the enemies behave. But after that, you have to restart it to reprogram it. Anyway, the key is to choose the right path. Your turn. Alright, so... how do I do a test program? I guess the test program is just to program it, right? So it looks like they... if those red blocks mean anything, then I would imagine they're moving up and down, right? So the question is, do they move up first or move down first? Let's try doing this. Let's go to A and C. D, F, and then G. Let's see if that works. Maybe I'll get really lucky here. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. Okay. I had a feeling those red marks meant something. There we go. Alright, mission complete. On to the next one. Advantage. Well, now look at escape route, Operator 159. But we are always being bullied by Sans units. Isn't that a bit frustrating? Don't worry, now we fight back. After some research, I have some understanding of creating exceptions. This is the unit I made recently, Scout. It has a broad range of sight, but weak firepower. The unit behind the wall is Sans Soldier. As you can see, it has a much smaller sight range than the Scouts. But don't underestimate it. It hits like a truck. The task this time is to destroy the soldier. Okay. Remember, we are weaker than our enemies. We must play to our strengths to win. You got, I guess, a wall here. Okay. Attack. There can be multiple commands within a single instruction line. Set attack mode to fire to initiate attack. Okay. Alright. So it's 1 through 9 are the instruction lines then. Alright. So 1 then. What we'll do is move to waypoint right there. And then we'll say attack mode, fire. Let's see what happens. I assume that's what they want me to do because they put a C right there. Okay, well, okay, so he comes after me. So then it's a matter of... I had a feeling it would probably come after me. So it's a matter of... Oh, you know what? There's a gap here. I can probably shoot across the gap. That's probably what they want me to do. Alright. Because for some reason I was looking at this as being a wall, but no, this is just a gap. So it's really just go A, D, and then E. Right there. Alright. He can't get at me from there. Yep. That's exactly what it was. Just come at it from the opposite angle. Okay. Now, choice. Nice move, Operator 159. The exceptions were lucky to be discovered by you, since you understand the value of a stable exception, right? This bastion is an unstable exception or a runaway. Due to its instability, it is not as dangerous as it seems. The soldier should be able to bring it down. The bastion is very beefy and we need continuous damage. As a result, we need to use conditions to execute a more complex program. Ah, there we go. The details can be viewed in the manual. If you can succeed this time, then you're ready for some real programming. All you need now is a little patience. I believe in you. Okay. Add an instruction line. Right. The button on the left side of the editor to add a new instruction line. Key N. Okay, so now I'm going to have us do multiple lines, which sounds fantastic. So they want me to do... Oh, when do, huh? Okay. So when... Okay. So we wouldn't have detected the enemy yet. But what we're going to do is we're going to go do, and we're going to move to the waypoint A. So we're going to do that. And then when we detect an enemy, then we're going to stand by, and we're going to fire. Which is probably not going to be great because it means we're just going to be standing there, but they only gave me the one waypoint, so I assume that they want this to work this way. So let's try it and see what happens. Well, there we go. Alright, we got achievement. Small logic. Cool. Alright. We're getting along here. Lore. I'm gonna lure them around, huh? 159, you are indeed a talented programmer. The instructions priority is a vital concept. You understand that the task this time should be a breeze. The exceptions have great potential. I can now also make Bastion. It is sturdy and it deals a wide area of damage on each attack. Indeed, its toll in the system is high, too. But hasn't Sand overreacted? Look at those soldiers. They are gathering right now. Once they are attacked, they will chase us. We only have the scout at our disposal this time. Do not fight hostile units head on. Instead, lure them out and lead them up to the bastion. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Like last time, the use of a condition is necessary. Yep, destroy them all. Okay, so... condition and command. Instruction has two parts, condition and command. The command is only executed if the conditions are met. Right. The fire command will only be executed when an enemy is detected. You do not have to have a condition. A command will always execute if no conditions are present. Yep. Unit will continuously check its status and modify its behavior via a loop. In every loop, instructions will be executed from top to bottom. When two instruction lines conflict, the lower one will have higher priority than the higher one. For example, first two lines met their conditions of enemy detection. However, the second line has higher priority than the first line. Thus, the unit would execute the standby and fire command. The first instruction line is usually unconditioned and acts as a unit's default behavior. Okay, so the lower down the instructions we go, the higher priority they are. I got it. Okay. So, from top to bottom, when two instruction lines conflict, the lower one will have higher priority. Okay. That's going to be a little bit weird, because that means that's kind of the reverse logic of what you would sort of want, but at the same time, they seem to be starting you at a place where you don't want a condition on the first line, so I guess that's the way that's going to be. Good thing I have my coffee here. You can drag instruction lines, and you can drag all these things around. Okay, cool. Duplicate instruction lines with control. Oh, cool. Excellent. Alright, let's see what we got here. So, like it says, the first line is going to be move to waypoint B. Okay. Right. And this one, when you detected enemy, then move to waypoint A. I think that's with the waypoint A, and oh, we should also wait a minute. Let's swap this around. We should fire on them first to get them to come after us, and then move to waypoint A. There we go. All right, let's see how this works. Oh, they're already moving on their own, huh? The other guy over there is controlling B, though. There we go. And this guy this way. Come with me, sir, and get destroyed. Excellent. Alright. Straightforward. Now, core. You made it again, dear 159. You must have learned programming before, right? Yeah, actually, yes. SAD never gives up. Now it wants to directly attack our core. It hopes to destroy the exceptions fundamentally. We must prevent this from happening. We must protect our core. Ah, now we got like a tower defense going. There's only one unit at our disposal this time. Luckily, it is a sniper. Sniper cannot fight its enemies head on, so maybe we can attack them from behind. We're counting on you. Okay. Attack them from behind. Well, I guess they mean from behind cover down here. Because we don't want them to come this way. Yeah, we don't want to go A to D because that's going to draw them around this way. We would rather go B to C, right? And then go after that way. New movement modes. 2 additional movement modes are available now: retreat and pursue. The new movement modes allow units to deal with enemies with greater flexibility. Pursuit and retreat and pursue, huh? Units with slower attacks can attack more efficiently by having ceasefire as the default command. Yeah, so they're not always attacking. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we'll do as they say here. Let's attack mode as ceasefire. We'll move to... I guess retreat would be the thing here, but we want to move to waypoint B and then C, I think. Let's see how this works. So A, B to C. And then down here we'll say when protected enemy. So attack mode, fire, and retreat. I think is what we want to do. And then we'll see where that goes. The only thing is, when we're down here, this next line is going to come up and be like, yeah, let's go all the way back up to A again, which is not really what I want. I'd rather it go back to B. So you know what I'm going to do? Let's go waypoint. Let's go directly to B and then to C. That way, if it retreats back this way, I'll just go back to B and C, and it'll save me some time waiting. All right, let's try this out and see how it works. Oh, they're doing an end run around me. Okay, that's not working. Let's try that again. So they're immediately going that way. Okay, well if that's the case, then we're gonna have to say D here. D to yeah, go to D, I guess, and do the retreats that way. Problem is we're retreating right back to our core here, which is not ideal. Alright. Which I figured was going to happen. So what else have they given me? Can I say, because what I need them to do is retreat down towards C. I need it to get really confused and come down this way. This is kind of screwed up, man. This is a screwed up way of doing this. So basically it's B, D, and then C, sort of? I can't believe that's fucking working. Do you look at this shit? Look at this. That's ridiculous. Basically what they had you do is program it based on the fact that if a waypoint is blocked, because it says it there on the waypoint thing, like if a waypoint is blocked, your bot will just pick a random direction. So essentially, in order to finish this puzzle, I have to have the bot pick a random direction. That's stupid. That's like, yes, exploit the flaws that we have in our logic in this game in order to beat this puzzle. That's dumb. Why would anybody do that? That's like programming by exception. Like, yeah, let's throw in exceptions so that we can handle this other thing. Cooperation. Okay. As a subsystem of SAN, my job is to research and analyze. And now my favorite research subjects are these exceptions. Why doesn't SAN understand this? It has almost ruined one of my cores. Cores are rare resources for me. To create new exceptions and develop new commands, I need cores. So let's grab a core from them, an eye for an eye. Destroy their core and then I can rebuild one here. SAN will not mind losing one or two since it has so many. Enemy Bastion is there. It's too powerful to be stormed. I provide you with a scout and a soldier. Make them cooperate to complete this mission. You will need the signal command. Check the manual for further information. Okay. Alright, so now we got commands talking to one another. Units use signals to communicate. This allows multiple units to cooperate on the battlefield. The signal has 2 steps. Unit A, set the signal. When Unit A detects an enemy, it will activate Signal 1. Unit B, detect the signal with conditions. When Unit B detects Signal 1, it will execute the waypoint command. Okay. Only the signals with the same label will be matched. The status of the signal is continuous and independent. It will not change even after the unit's destruction. The status of a signal can only be switched by commands. Okay. Continuous and independent and will not change even after the unit's destruction. Okay. Okay. And we have 1:30 to do it. Great. Oh, so I guess 1 and 2 have different things now, right? Yeah, okay. So they do have different things. What else did I miss here? No, I got it. I understand. Leave me alone with this damn flashing nonsense. Alright, well, we got... So what we gotta do is draw this guy away. And this is our scouts? Yeah, because he's got a bigger thing. So we'll say set move mode as waypoint. So you go A to B, back to A. Actually, you know what? You don't have to do that. We go A to B. Alright. And then we want you to be in ceasefire mode. Then, when you detect an enemy, you'll set signal to 1 on, yeah, and set attack mode to fire and movement mode to retreat. Good. Okay, 2. When you get a signal for 1, and then you will move to waypoint C and then D. And be in ceasefire mode, I guess. And then when you detect an enemy, then go into fire mode. Yeah, that sounds good. I think that should work. Let's try it. Yep, there it is. Achievement unlocked global variable. Really? I don't think I used a global. Well, I guess the signal technically was a global variable, I suppose, since it's only you can only set 1 of that same type. Guide. 159. The altering of the exceptions is fascinating. If possible, you should give it a try. But the total stats of an exception are static. Raising one attribute will inevitably lower another one. Like this sniper, I tripled its attack speed, but it lost its sight. I suppose it can't aim anymore. But can you still put it to good use? For example, destroy the Bastion with it. Bastion patrols the area, it will counterattack if attacked. As a result, use the sniper to attack it from afar. To fight more efficiently, I prepare 2 scouts for you to command. Take advantage of this combo by using signals effectively. Finish them quickly. Good luck. Okay. Copy instructions. Copy button. Select another unit. Click the paste button below the editor. Single line copy. Click the number in the instruction line and copy. Oh, so you can just copy paste. Okay, cool. So they gave me waypoints here, which means this is trying to draw this guy over to these waypoints. So how do I... Okay. If I have the signals correct, it's just this guy is not dying fast enough. Because we're shooting too often, I think. But how do you insert a ceasefire in there? Because the signals, they said that the signals will stay on even when it dies. It'll keep transmitting that signal. So what do you do to say, hey, this is not... They can't detect an enemy, right? Unless I can set a different signal that says that, hey, I'm dead. I don't think they gave me a condition for that. And the thing is, too, it's not... it's setting the signal early enough that this guy is wasting a lot of shots that, you know, aren't landing. But if these other guys detect the enemy, you would think that they would be able to transmit that to this third guy and be like, here's where he's actually at. Right? They have nowhere to retreat either. Unless I tell them to cease fire. Actually, these guys don't need to fire at all. Right? They just need to, they can't retreat anywhere, but I could tell them to retreat. They don't actually need to... Well, they do come into range, this guy, so they do need to fire maybe, but... I don't know. You know, I don't know. Let's try it without them firing on him. Just have them just be early warning things. Let's see what happens. That's exactly it. Yeah, because they can't, he can't actually see these guys on the sides there. Alright, so that was my problem, is I had them actually attacking him. There we go. It just barely got it in under the time limit. Alright, well that was the thing. I get it. I get it now. How many more? There's a lot of puzzles. That's good. That's a good side. So I don't want to give out too many more hints here, or too many more solutions, if you want to call them that. Instead, I want you to go buy this because it's actually really good. Like I said, the programming puzzle games sometimes are a little too gimmicky, where they're trying to teach you logic, but then it's not real logic. It's the logic of however they set their puzzles up. And some of these puzzles are, you spend most of your time in these games figuring out how they want you to solve puzzles using mechanics that are broken in their own games. You know what I mean? Like, they're not pure mechanics that you're going for. You're going for what twists did they throw into the logic here to make this puzzle possible. So from that perspective, I always kind of complain about that, but that's every game that I've played. That's been every puzzle game I've played. Programming puzzle game has been some form of that. There has not been a pure one yet, so I'm kind of complaining that unicorns don't exist at this point. But beyond that, everything else, the aesthetic is good, the music is good, the UI is streamlined. I mean, everything is really good about this, and the puzzles are brain teasers too. So everything's on the up on this. I would say, especially for only $4, definitely pick this up. This, my friends, has been Exception. It is by Kunpo Games. It is fully released out on Steam for $4. It actually has overwhelmingly positive reviews, and much deserve it of that. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.